You know, there's this really costly mistake that so many businesses are still making with their technology, and it has nothing to do with the gear they buy. Nope, it's all about when they decide to ask for help. That old model of just waiting for something to break, well, it's a trap. And we're about to dig into exactly why it's failing and what the smart companies are doing instead.
I mean, we've all felt that sinking feeling in our stomachs, right? That moment, a critical system just stops. It's never just some little technical glitch. It's a direct hit to your sales. It's your customers getting angry. It's your entire team just sitting there, unable to do their work. It's a full-blown business crisis.
So this whole panic-driven emergency mode approach, it actually has a name. It's called the break-fix model. And honestly, it's exactly what forward-thinking companies are leaving behind. They're not just finding a better way to fix things. They're moving to a whole new strategy to stop the problems from ever even happening.
Okay, so let's really pull this traditional model apart. We're calling it the break-fix trap, and for good reason, because that's exactly what it is. It seems logical on the surface. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but it is just packed with hidden dangers for a modern business.
So what is it, really? Well, it's simple. Something breaks, you make a call, someone comes out to fix it, and then you get a bill. Easy. It's how we deal with, like, a leaky faucet. But here's the thing. Your business's technology, the stuff that makes you money, it's not a kitchen sink. And this way of thinking, it creates this totally predictable cycle of chaos. A cycle that only ever starts after the damage is done. So first, a system fails. Then, bam, your whole business just grinds to a halt. Then you're making a frantic call for help and you end up paying these crazy premium rates for an emergency fix. It's just a stressful, expensive way to operate, constantly putting out fires. And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? That invoice you get from the technician, that's just the beginning. What's the actual, total cost of living in this constant state of emergency? Well, the answer is usually hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, because the real cost of this reactive IT stuff, it goes way, way beyond what you see on that bill. We're talking about all the invisible costs that really hammer your bottom line, often in ways you don't even calculate at first.
Let's just start with a number that should make everyone sit up and pay attention. 41%. According to data from 2023, that's how many small businesses got hit by a cyber attack. We're talking nearly half. This isn't some remote, oh, it won't happen to me kind of thing. It's a common, everyday reality for businesses.
And when one of those attacks actually lands, the damage is real. The median cost for a single incident was $8,300. Now, for a small business, that isn't just an inconvenience. That can be a devastating financial blow. It's a direct and really painful consequence of not having defenses in place before you need them.
Look, that emergency invoice, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Those are the costs you can see. The real damage, the stuff that can truly sink a business, lies in the invisible costs. All the lost productivity when your staff can't work, the sales you miss out on, the customers you tick off, and the long-term damage to your hard-earned reputation. That's the essence of the break-fix trap.
Okay, enough of the problem. Let's talk about the solution. This is what we're calling the proactive revolution. It's a completely different way of thinking, and it's all built around one simple, powerful idea: preventing problems before they can ever mess up your business.
And I love this analogy because it just makes perfect sense, right? You would never wait for your combine to break down in the middle of a harvest to finally get it serviced. No way. You maintain it. You take care of it, so you know it's going to be reliable when it's absolutely critical. The proactive model applies that exact same logic to your technology. When you put these two models side by side, I mean, the difference is just night and day. You go from being reactive to being preventive. Your costs go from these chaotic, unpredictable surprises to a fixed, predictable monthly fee you can actually budget for. But the biggest change, the most important one, is the goal itself. You stop paying someone to fix stuff that breaks, and you start paying them to make sure it never breaks in the first place.
Now, if there is one area where this proactive approach is absolutely critical, it's cybersecurity. This is the new battleground for every single business out there. And just being reactive here, that's not an option anymore.
And proactive cybersecurity is so much more than just installing some antivirus software and hoping for the best. It's a whole multi-layered shield. We're talking about having eyes on your network 24/7, constantly updating and patching for new threats, and even training your own employees so they become a line of defense. It's about filtering out threats before they ever hit an inbox and knowing for sure that your data is backed up and secure no matter what happens. This isn't just a product, it's a whole system of continuous defense.
When you make this shift, it leads to this huge change in how you think about tech. It stops being a liability, this source of constant, frustrating problems and surprise bills. Instead, it becomes a genuine strategic asset. It becomes a tool you can actually use to get a real competitive edge.
And look, this isn't just some vague promise. It's a real, structured partnership. It starts with discovery, where a partner takes the time to actually learn your business and what you're trying to achieve. Then, they onboard the right tools to build a secure foundation. From there, it's about day-to-day management, with 24/7 monitoring. But it doesn't stop there. The best part is it evolves, with regular strategy reviews to make sure your tech is always aligned with where your business is going.
So really, when you boil it all down, this is the core takeaway. It is a fundamental change in your mindset. Instead of seeing IT as this necessary evil, this cost center that just causes problems, you start to see it as a powerful engine that, when you manage it the right way, actually drives your business forward.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about for your own business. Right now, today, is your technology a source of recurring problems and surprise costs, or is it a strategic tool that's giving you a genuine competitive advantage? The answer to that question, it could change everything.